Welcome to the second day of Paris Hour.
Just have this drive into the
The usual standard catch up where we are today.
You become
the usual catch up where we are with the teams. It's a lot more relaxed today, which is a good thing. So this morning, what I'd like to put you to is you'd like to just stand up, tell us the name of your team, and then describe what it is. I'll put the name of the team on the white wall here, and we'll have another catch up just before lunchtime, and then aim to finish about 4 o'clock with some prizes. We may all get a prize today, which is good because we got a bit excited with the swag. So that's.
And there's lots of pies.
There's lots of pies.
That's
good. So do we want to, John? Do you want to start with the?
Okay.
Is it the Acorn team?
Yeah, by default, I think.
By default, that's good. Okay. So give us the team name and then tell us what you're going to be doing.
Yeah, so we haven't dwelled incredibly on what we said last night, but I think we're going to try and
speak up a bit.
Sorry,
speak up a bit.
Do you want to stand up and see? Yeah, there we go. So what we're trying to do is, rather than just define routes on just journey time, we're going to do some varying factors that contribute to that. So some of the factors we come up with are sort of safety factor, which we might be looking at some hotspot data, environmental factor, so we might look at which route has the lowest air quality score along it. Also kind of the scenic factor, you get some routes that are classed as more scenic than others. We're not sure where that data might be at the moment, but we're going to try and find that out. So yeah, we're not sure what we're going to bring together for the prototype, but that's kind of what we're trying to bring together to sort of create an overall score, and then people can, when they're looking for a route, they sort of let the engine know what their preferences are. So do they want the safest route, do they want the most environmental, and then it weights those figures in favour of their preferences rather than just general.
Great, thanks a lot, Mitch. So you are now Route Rater 2.0, because we have had Route Rater version 1, but that was for cyclists. So that's a similar concept, so we can share some of that with you. So you're now Route Rater 2.0. That's okay. So, Anzi?
Right, so I've just got an email from Martin, who I'm working with on this, that he's not going to be able to make it till the afternoon. So basically we've got 2 different concepts which relate to each other. So the first is the freight mobility as a service idea, and I started building a data ontology for that, and then we ended up having a load of other interesting conversations in the evening, and we go to do any more work on that, and the sustainable traffic currency unit, which is kind of an idea that we can use to pull a few policy levers hopefully. So I may actually end up doing some more work on that this morning instead, and then we'll try and do some kind of demonstration that puts the 2 together this afternoon.
So what do you want to do? Do you want 2 things or 1 thing?
We weren't quite sure, so it was a bit of bouncing around on both, but it is 2 things, and I think we want to use each as a demonstration of how the other works.
Okay, so we've got transport currency, and we've got your freight thing.
Yeah, some kind of like parcel shipping brokerage. What's it?
That's the technical.
What's it?
So you're going to be the freight what's it?
Yeah, which is of course interesting because it's only me this morning. So.
Okay, cool. Right. So busyness. Busyness? Oh yes.
Okay, great. So we have designed an MVP which has 3 panes essentially, where people who are strategic planners can plan their routes, see an overview of the route, see a heat map of the busy times and avoid those times, and then also some kind of infographics element as well to do with weather and safety. We're looking to develop that also for people that don't like checking journey planners every single day, so they could log in once, select their frequent journey, and then they would just get a notification if there was an issue. So they'd be told that there's congestion on their route today, perhaps leave at a different time. So it saves that it nudges them to use the journey planner once, but it's not something they have to commit to over a long period of time. And this afternoon we're looking at doing some machine learning to get that element of the data more accurate.
Fantastic. Is there any gaps or help or support you need? We've got Leeds Data Mill, or Dave Allen for the North in the room, and also Hours England's open data person. So if you've got local, are you cool? Right? Fantastic. Who wants to talk about the little car counter? Tom or Dan?
Or Dan. Nick or Dan?
Nick.
I'll talk about the little car counter. So we are building a little car counter, which is basically trying to use computer vision to replace either somebody sat at the side of the road clicking a counter, or those cables that you see stretched across the road that count the number of cars going past. The idea is that it will be able to run on a 30-point Android phone, which is available to every community interest group wanting to prove that there's too much traffic by their school, or people driving through the village too quickly, or even for highways who don't want to spend £10,000 on stretching cables across the road to see how many cars go past. We've got a working prototype running on a laptop. It's currently clocking the number of cars passing under the viaduct and sending it off to a web service which does all the counting and aggregation. Today we're working on some fine-tuning of the vision algorithm to make it a bit more resilient, a bit more reliable, understand things like when traffic's going in 2 different directions, and a load of work on the back end to handle things like understanding routing of routes, so people can say is the cars going this way, that way, reporting the average speed across 2 groups, things like that.
Fantastic. Is there anything you need help with, or support, or shout out for anything? Or do you not know yet?
Is anyone a computer vision guru?
Or does anyone know one?
Okay.
So, Evo. So what's your name? Baden. Right, okay.
So we're Team RSC Foundation, which is a very original name. And what we're working on is a data quality dashboard, which we envision to have 8 different panes, which is based on our 4 pillars, which is mobility, safety, environment, and economy. That's not one of those things. So what I've done is create a fuel dashboard which takes fuel price data, and I can demo it. So this is a current dashboard. Obviously, it's not designed for it yet, but this is live fuel data to the top with petrol price and diesel price has changed since last week. In the middle, you have a percentage of fuel which is tax, so your fuel duty and things, fuel duty and VAT, and this is the price of petrol and diesel for the last 4-ish years. So that's one pane we envision. Evo's working on another one, looking at the cost of motoring index using ONS data, inflation data, and I've moved on to looking at flood risk on roads. And we lost the visual, but that's alright. Next, Evo will be going on to looking at live Highways England traffic. So if you know about Highways England traffic, or if you know about flooding, that's kind of the area we're looking at now, so we've got plenty of it. But that's the type of thing we're looking to do, multiple versions of these types of panes and position them together.
Excellent. So I can help you out with the flooding data, I think. Thanks, Marvin. And I think that's it. Is there anyone else, or any other side projects that people have got going on? We've all got side projects. No? Fine. So today is a little bit less structured. We've got a lot to do if you're building stuff. The ODI team are in the room to help you out, so that's myself, Catherine, Amy, Stuart, Tom. So just let us know. But lunch again will be at lunchtime, whenever we think that should be. We've got fantastic pie and Yorkshire cheese and all that sort of thing, and build your own lunch. So help yourself to tea and coffee, and we can kick off. Depends how we get on. We might have another check-in either before or after lunchtime, and then try and finish up about 4 o'clock.